Alright guys, so let's continue with conversion factor. Now please, this part is very important because you will need it, yes, because you will need it in the next chapters, okay? In the rest of the chapters of his one, you will need it. Yes. For example, in rotational motion, you will need it. Very important, okay? Now, what is conversion factors? Conversion factor, these are used. Conversion factor, these are used to convert a unit from one system. To convert a unit from one system to another unit in another system. Now let me use time for an example now. Because 60 seconds equals to 1 minute. Seconds and minutes, are they the same? Like, are they the same unit? No. Apart from that one, they are not the same system, but both of them are used to measure time, right? Yes. Seconds and minutes, they are not the same, right? Now, what is the essence of conversion factor? Conversion factor enable you to convert. Let's look at, if you look at it, 60 seconds is equals to what? 1 minute, right? Yes. Conversion factor are used to convert a unit in one particular system to another unit in another particular system. That is conversion factor for you. Now, there are different types. There are different type of conversion factors. We have conversion factors for length, for angle, for time, for mass, for area, for volume. But you usually see questions from this three, for length, for angle, for time, right? Yes, because you usually see questions from this part. Okay, so that is why I didn't include the rest part, because this part is very necessary. Now, before I continue, please take note. One ton is equals to 1000 kg. Please take note of this. 1 ton is equals to 1000 kg. This is a conversion factor in mass. Okay. Now let's continue. Let's move to the conversion factor for length. Now look at the board very well. 1 foot, we usually call feet. 1 foot is equals to how many? Is equals to 0. Please take note of all this, like all these things I put place in the body here. Please, you can just cram it because it will help you. You need it. Like, you need everything. You need everything. Okay. Now, 1 foot, the one we call feet. 1 foot is equals to, please cram it, 0.305 meter. 1 inch is equals to 0.0254 meter. 1 mile is equals to 1060 meter. 1 kilometer, we all know this one. 1 kilometer is equals to what? 1000 meter. Oh, please, this is very important, because you usually see them in question. Now, in your exam, they will not just ask you directly to convert from feet to inch. No, they will ask it alongside particular question. I don't know if you understand. They will just ask it alongside particular question. Now, there are certain questions that we just ask you. If you just solve using that particular unit, and you solve correctly, but you not get your answer because of what? Because of conversion factor. Yes, because in such question, it will require you to convert from the unit that they gave you to another unit in order for you to get the rightful answer. Okay. Yes. Now, 1 foot is equals to 0.305 meter. 1 inch is equals to 0.0254 meter. 1 mile is equals to 160 meter. 1 kilometer is equals to what? 1000 meter. Now, it's very easy. Let's just do it. Let me just give you guys an example. I'm coming. Let me give you guys an example. For example, they give a particular question. Now they say, though they will not give you directly, but you just have the knowledge, because it's very important. Now, for example, they say convert 3 foot to meter. How are you going to solve it? Now, please take note. This very first part, feet and meter. This part is usually used when they tell you to convert either from meter to foot, or from foot to what? To meter. When they ask you to convert from inch to meter, use this relation. Okay? Whether it's to convert from foot to meter or from meter to foot, use this relation. When they ask you to convert from mile to meter or from meter to mile, use this relation. While when they ask you to convert from kilometer to meter or meter to kilometer, use this last relation. Now, for example, they say convert 3 foot to meter. It's very easy. Use this first relation. Just like this, you say, okay, if 1 foot is equals to how many meter? Is equals to 0.305 meter. If 1 foot is equal to 0.305 meter, please cram them up because you are not going to carry your book to exam. Okay? If 1 foot is equal to 0.305 meter, then 3 foot equals to what? An x meter, right? Yes. Just cross multiply. 1 times it needs to give us s. 3 times 0.305 will give us what? 3 times 0.305 will give us 0.915 meter. Okay, yes. So that is saying that 3 foot is equal to how many meter? 0.915 meter. So please, all these are very important. Same applies for when they say convert from meter to inch or from inch to meter and so on, right? Yes, because we need them. We need them. Okay. Yes. Now let's solve. In the end of this video, we'll do the exercise question in the back of your textbook relating to conversion factor. Okay. So look, this one of this example is particular example in your textbook. A car travels with a speed of 25 meter per second. What is this speed in mile per hour? What is this speed in mile per hour? You see, what are they telling you to do? Okay, they are telling you to convert from where? From meter per second to what? To mile per hour. Okay, yes. But let me hold on with this question. Let's do the rest part before we go down to this question. Okay, because we have not treated time yet. Okay, so take note of all this. Okay, now move to angle. Now, same thing. Please take note. Very, very important. 1 radian is equals to 57.3 degree. Please, this is very important. 1 radian is equals to 57.3 degree. If this is the only thing, I'm sure you, if this is the only thing you know under angle, you are good to go. Under conversion factor of angle, you are good to go. Okay, because this second one revolution. Who does not know 1 revolution? 1 revolution, 1 cycle. We all know that a cycle is 360 degree, right? Yes. 1 revolution, which is 1 cycle, is equals to how many degree? Is equals to 360 degree. Then 2 pi radian is equals to 360 degree. How? Let's prove it. Remember, let's prove it. Okay. So remember, 1 radian is equals to what? 57.3 degree, right? Yes. Now 2 times pi is what? 3.142, right? Then times radian is what? 57.3, right? So if we multiply everything, we get what? Let me do it. 2 times 3.142 times 57.3. We land with 360 degree. Okay. So that's to tell you that 2 pi radian is equals to what? 360 degree. Now, if you look at it, if 1 revolution is equals to 360 degree and 2 pi radian is equals to 360 degree, that means that these two, they are also equal to each other. I don't know if you understand. For example, if B is equals to A and C is equals to A, what does that tell you? That tells you that B and C, they are still equal to each other. Because I don't even understand. Okay, so if we go to the last part, 1 revolution still equals to what? 2 pi radian. Because why? 1 revolution is equals to 360 degree. 2 pi radian still equals to what? 360 degree. Okay, so please take note of all this. We use them later. Okay, and they are very important. Apart from this topic, you use it in the next few chapters. Okay, now let's move to conversion factor for time. I think we all are familiar with this. 60 seconds equals to what? 1 minute. Yes. 60 minutes equals to 1 hour. 1 hour is equals to what? 3,600 seconds. Yes. We all know this one. 24 hours equals to 1 day. Now all these, they are very, very important. Now, for example, they tell you to convert from minutes to seconds or from seconds to minutes. Use this first relation, okay? If they tell you to convert from what? Minute to hour or hour to minutes, use this second relation. If they tell you to convert from seconds to hour, you might be feel like, how would they tell us to convert from seconds to hour? You will not, you will not soon. Okay, if they tell you to convert from seconds to hour or hour to seconds, use this third relation. But if they tell you to convert from day to hour or hour to day, use this third relation. Now, okay, yes. Now, for example, okay, for example, they will tell you to ask you to convert 1 second to hour. How are you going to do it? Like, some people just think that, oh, does this even make any sense? Yes, it does. But, like, can you even imagine? Okay, I mean, yeah. Okay, convert 1 second. 1 second to hour, like, can you, I don't even know, okay. So, yeah, but this is, some people might think that this is irrelevant. It's very, very important, okay? Yes, and it's in your textbook, okay? So how are you going to do it? Convert seconds. Like how many value, how many hours? How many hours is inside 1 second? Oh my god. Okay, we will see. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, they say convert from what? 1 second to what? An hour. It's very easy. We use this third part because it's the relationship between what? Seconds and what? An hour, okay? So it's very easy. Use this. You say, okay, if 1 hour is equals to what? 3,600 seconds, right? Yes. Then an S hour, because we are looking for hour, right? An S hour equals to what? 1 sec, right? Yes. If you cross multiply, 1 times 1 will give us 1. This one is 1 times 1 will give us 1. Then S times 3,600 will give us 3,600x, right? So if you make S stand alone, now be S equals to what? 1 over what? 3,600. Now if you let's divide it. 1 divide 3,600 will be left with what? You see? Our answer will be 0.00027777 hours. So this is the hours inside of 1 second. 0.0002777777 hours. Okay, please, this is important though. You guys will need it. It's very important. Okay, yes. So we are done with conversion factor for length, for angle, for time. Now let's dive deeper into the questions. Okay, now look at this very first question. A car travels with a speed of 25 meters per second. What is this speed in mile per hour? What are they telling you to do? They are telling you to convert from what? 25 meters per second to what? To mile per hour. Now, how are you going to do this? How are you going to do this? It's very, very easy, okay? So it's easy. Let's just do it here. Okay? Now, before then, 25 meters per second, please take note. 25 meters per this is sentence as what? It's sentence as 25 meters divided by what? 1 second. And if you understand, it's the same thing. 25 meters per second is the sentence as 25 meters dividing 1 second. When you divide it, you still fall back to what? 25 meters per second. Okay, yes. Now, how are you going to convert this to mile per hour? It's very easy. We just do it separate. Then we divide our final answer. Just for us to convert 25 meters to what? To mile, and convert 1 second to what? To hour. I don't even understand. Once we get our answer, let's say our answer is A, and let's say when we convert this to this, we have A as our answer. Then when we convert these seconds to hour, we get what? We have B. These are our two answers. We divide it and we get our what? We get our final answer. Okay, so that is, it's very easy. Yeah, it's very, very easy. So 25 meters, we'll go back to this place. They are telling us to come from where? So yeah, that is just it. Meter to what? To mile. You just go to this place. This relationship between what? Meter and mile. It's very easy. You will say, okay, if 1,000, okay, if 1,000 system meter is equals to how many mile? Is equals to 1 mile. Is equals to 1 mile. Then 25 meter equals to what? and x mile, right? Yes. If you cross multiply, we'll be left with what? 25 times 1, which is 25, then equals to what? 1006 x. If you make x stand alone, now be everything now be what? 25 into what? 1006. Okay? When we divide it, we'll get what? Okay, so 25 divide 1006. Okay? When we divide it, we get what? We have 0.01552 okay, mile. Okay, yes. So what do we do? What do we do? We converted what? 25 meter to what? To mile, right? So 25 meter is still the same thing as what? 0.01552 mile. Okay, yes, that is very important. Okay, so we have converted what? I told you, convert the meter to what? To mile, then convert seconds to hour, then divide our final answer. Okay, so 25, we have converted what? 25 meter to what? To mile. Okay, now we need to convert what? 1 seconds to what? To an hour. That is, if you can see, we have already done something like this before. We have already converted 1 seconds to hour before in the previously. So it's very easy. We did that previously just now. Okay. So let me just do it again. Now we need to convert from 1 seconds to what? Hour, right? Yes. So you will say, okay, if 1 hour is equals to 3,600 seconds, then an S hour will equal to what? 1 seconds. Okay. So if we take everything, 1 times 1 give us 1, then S times 3,600 give us 3,600 S. If we make S stand alone, 1 going to 3,600, we arrive with what? This answer, right? We have done it before. Okay. So in the end of the day, we arrive with what? We arrive with 0.01557 mile. Divide what? Divide 0.002777 hour. Okay, yes, but this is not our final answer. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We just divide it and we'll get our final answer. So let's just divide it. Okay, so let's divide it. 0.01557 divide 0.00, I'm coming, divide 0.002777, we arrive with 55.9. We arrive with what? 55.9, which is the same thing as what? Which is the same as 56. Approximately what? Approximately 56. Approximately 56 mile per hour. Okay, so that is just it. So that is the final answer. Okay, so 25 meter per second. If you convert it to mile per hour, this will be our answer. 56 mile per hour. Okay, 56 mile per hour. Now let me summarize everything. What did they ask us to do in the question? They said a car travels with a speed of 25 meters per second. What is this speed in mile per hour? Yeah, what did he do? It's very easy. Okay, let me just. Okay, they said we should convert from where? We convert 25 meters per second to what? To what? Mile per hour. So what did we do? We just but we know that 25 meter per second is setting as what? 25 meter divide 1 second, right? So what are we going to do? We just need to separate it. We convert the meter to mile, we convert the seconds to hour, then we divide these two. The answer we got, we divide it, then we get our final answer. So that is just it. Okay. When we converted 25 meters to mile, we got what? We got 0.01557 miles. Then when we converted 1 second to an hour, we got what? 0.000277 hour. Then those values we got, we divided them and we get our final answer. So this is just one of the examples under conversion factor. Now let's treat the exercise question in your textbook. Yes, let's treat the exercise question in your textbook related to conversion factors and other examples in your textbook. Okay, these are some of the exercise questions in your textbook. The exercise question and some of the examples. Now, if you look at this third question is not found in the first chapter. I went to the ninth chapter, which is rotational motion, and I bring out the question from that chapter. Okay, so that's to tell you that conversion factor is very important. Okay, because you use it continuously in some of the rest chapter. Okay, now look at the question. They say a car travels at a constant speed of what? 15 meters per second. How many miles does it travel in 1 hour? It's just easy. What are they telling you to do? They're telling you to convert from what? 15 meters per second to what? To mile per hour. So that is what they are just telling you to do. Okay? So it's very easy. What are you going to do? You just need to break this down. This same thing is certain as what? 15 meters dividing what? 15 meters over what? 1 second. Yes. This same thing, this one is the same thing as this. 15 meters divided 1 second. 15 going to 1 will still give you what? Will still give you 15. Okay? Yes. Now how are you going to convert 15 meters per second to mile per hour? It's very easy. You need to convert the meter to what? To mile. Then convert the seconds to what? To hour. Then the two value you got, divide it, then you get your final answer. It's very easy. Okay? So let's convert 15 meters to what? To mile. Now, according to conversion factor, 1 mile is equals to how many meters? It's equals to what? 1,016 meters. Okay. Then, since we are looking for mile, and S mile will be equals to what? 15 meters. Okay, this one cancel. If you cross multiply, 1 times 15 will give us 15. Then S times 1,016 give us 1,016x. If you make S stand alone, now be what? 15 going to what? 1,016. Okay? So 15 going to 1,016. Okay, yes, 1,016. Our answer will be what? Our answer will be S is equals to what? 0.009 mile. Okay? So 15 meter is equals to what? How many mile? It's equals to what? 0.009 mile. Now what about seconds? How are we going to convert from seconds to hour? How are we going to convert from seconds to hour? It's easy, okay? So it's just easy. You say, remember, 1 hour. Remember, 1 hour. 1 hour is equals to how many seconds? 3,600 seconds, okay? So then the next hour will be equals to how many seconds? 1 seconds. Okay, 1 times 1. If you cross multiply, 1 times 1 give us 1. Okay, then 3,600 times x will give us 3,600x, right? So making x stand, it will now be 1 over 3,600. So if you divide everything, we get what? 1 divided 3,600. I'm coming. 1 divided 3,600. We get what? S equals to 0.000277777 hour. Okay, so what have we done so far? We have converted what? We have converted 15 meters to mile. Our value is this. Converted 1 seconds to hour. Our value is this. Then these two values, we divide this. We have our final answer. So 0.009 mile divided by what? 0.0002777 hour. If these two divide, we get what? Let's divide both of them. 0.009 divide 0.0002777. Our answer will be what? 32.41. 32 point what? This is in your textbook, okay? 32.41 mile per hour. So this is the answer, okay? Yes, it's very easy, okay? It's very, very easy. Just convert 15 meters per second to mile per hour. Convert the 15 meters to mile. Convert the 1 second to what? To to hour. So that is just it, okay? Yes. When they tell you to when they tell you to convert from 60 meter per second to mile per hour, it's still the same thing. 60 meter per second. Still the same thing as well. 60 meter dividing 1 seconds. Convert this 60 meter to mile. Convert these seconds to what? To hour. Then yeah, divide the two answer, you get your final answer, okay? Yes, so we are done with the very first question, okay? Now, the next question, it's still the same thing. Okay, this one is okay, little more complicated, but it's easy. Okay, express the value of 60 mile per hour to in feet per second. They are telling us to convert from what? 60 mile per hour to what? I'm coming. To foot. To foot per seconds, okay? To foot per seconds. Okay, you have to foot per seconds. This is very easy, okay? Now how are we going to do it? Same thing, similar to on the very previous one we do. Now before I continue, let me just tell you guys a particular thing. Okay, we all know that 1 foot is equal to 0.305 meter, right? Then we know that okay, we know that 1 mile is equals to what? 1,016 meter. Then we also know that 1 inch, please cram all these things, is equals to 0.0254 meter, right? Yes. Now, they said, okay, let's continue. Convert, in the question they're telling us to convert from what? From 16 mile per hour to what? Foot per seconds. Yes. This thing is the same thing as what? 16 mile divide what? 1 hour. Yes. Divide 1 hour. It's still the same thing. Yes. Still the same thing. Okay. 60 divide 1 will still give us 60. Okay. So it's the same thing. Now, what are they telling us to do? They're telling us to convert from what? This system. What are we going to do next? We convert this system mile to what? To foot. Because mile and foot, they are talking about what? Length. Hour and seconds, they are talking about what? Time. I don't even understand. Okay. So we'll convert this 60 mile to what? To foot. Then this 1 hour to what? To seconds. So it's very easy. Now, it will be quite difficult to convert from mile to foot directly. I don't know if you understand. When we check this, you didn't see anything like 1 foot is equals to something mile. So it would have been so easy. I don't know if you understand. Okay. So what are we going to do? If you look at the board now, we didn't see anything like 1 foot equals to something mile, but still easy. Okay. What are we going to do? At first, but if you look at the board, but I provided mile with meter, right? Yes. And I also provided what? Foot with what? With meter, right? Yes. What comes into your mind? What comes into your mind is that what are we going to do? We need to convert what? We need to convert this 16 mile first to what? To meter. Then from this meter, we convert to what? To foot. So that's what we are going to do. Convert from all this mile. At first, we need to convert from what? Mile to what? Because if we have to convert from mile to foot directly, I think it will be quite difficult because we don't know the conversion factor for that one. It's not as if there's no conversion factor, there is, but we don't know. Okay, so we need to first, what are we going to do? We need to first convert from mile to meter. Yes, when you convert to meter, we can easily convert from this meter to what? We can easily convert from meter to what? Foot. Okay, yes, it's very easy. So let's convert 16 mile to meter. Okay, we all know that 1 mile. We know that 1 mile is equals to how many meter? 1,016 meter, right? Then 16 mile equals to what? Equals to x. If we cross multiply 1 times s, will give us s. 60 times 116. 60 times 116. Okay, I'm coming. 60 times 116 will be equals to 96,600. 96,600. Okay, so yes, 96,600 meter. So we have successfully converted from where? From mile to meter, okay? 60 mile is same as what? 96,600 meter. Are we done yet? No. Then what are we going to do next? We need to convert this meter to what? To foot. I don't even understand, okay? It's very easy, okay? So now how can we easily convert from how are we going to convert from meter to foot? Yeah, use this first conversion factor, okay? We all know that 1 foot. Oh my god, this marker, eh? We all know that 1 foot. We know that 1 foot is equals to what? Is equals to 0.305 meter, right? 1 foot is equals to 0.305 meter. Then our next foot will be equals to what? 96,600 meter. So 1 times this will still give us 1 times 96,600 will still give us what? 96,600. Then s times 0.305 will give us 0.305x. Okay? Yes. Then if you divide both sides, s equals to 96,600 going to 0.305. If we divide everything, what will be our answer? Okay. 96,600 divide 0.305. So yes, our final answer is 316721.32. Oh my goodness, 115 foot. Okay, 115 foot. Okay, so this is we are not done yet to our question, sha. Okay, so we are what have we done so far? Successfully converted 16 mile to what? To foot. 16 mile is equal to how many foot? 3,000. Okay now. 316,721. Okay, so 0.3115 foot. Remember, what did I tell you guys first? Since they tell us to convert from 16 mile per hour to foot per second, we need to first convert this mile to foot, the hour to what? To seconds. Then we divide our answer. Okay, so we have converted from 16 mile to what? To foot. Now let's convert from hour to seconds. It's very easy. We all know that 1 hour is still equals to how many seconds? 3,600 seconds. Yes, 1 hour is equals to 3,600 seconds. So 1 hour is equals to what? How many seconds? 3,600 seconds. So we have gotten our two value. What are we going to do next? We'll divide. Okay, we have successfully converted from where? From mile to foot, then from hour to seconds. So we divide our two answers. Okay, so 316721.3115 foot divide what? 3,600 seconds. Okay, if this will divide everything, let's see what is our answer. 316721.3115. Okay, I'm coming. 0.3115. Okay, then divide by 3,600. So our answer will be 87.98 foot per seconds. So this is the answer. Okay, so it's very, very easy. Oh god, I've cleaned the third question, but I still have it with me. Okay, so yes, the question that they gave us, they told us to convert from what? 16 mile per hour to what? Foot per second. So yeah, it's very easy. So that is how it is. Okay, then the last important question. Okay, the last important question. I still remember the question. They said we should do what? We should convert 1,000 RPM to rad per second. Okay, now you will all see RPM. What is the meaning of RPM? This is not Power Ranger RPM. Okay, so RPM means revolution. This P stands for power, PER. Okay, R stands for a revolution, P stands for power, the M stands for what? Minutes. Okay, so in your like when we go further in especially in rotational motion, you will see you will start seeing something like this unit like RPM, which means revolution per minute. Okay, now when you see all this revolution per minute, revolution, radian, what comes to your mind? Angle, conversion factor of angle. Okay, yes. If you should, okay, I'll give you guys a conversion factor for angle again. Okay, so they are telling us to convert from what 1000 RPM to what, to radian per second. It's still the same thing we have been doing since, just the same method and all. 1000 RPM, which RPM means revolution per minute. Okay, so this same thing is still same as 1000 R over what, 1 minute. Yes, P stand for per. Okay, P stand for per. Okay, so this one is same as this. They're telling us to convert from what? They're telling us to convert from what? 1000 revolution to what? To radian. Now this is what we are going to do. We'll convert 1000, just the normal way we have been doing it. We'll convert 1000 revolution to what? To radian, then 1 minute to what? To seconds. Once we get the two value, we divide it. That will be our final answer. So it's very easy. Okay, it's very, very easy. Now, I gave you guys some conversion factor for angle. I told you guys that, let me just be fast. I told you guys that 1 radian, oh my goodness, this marker, let me see. Okay, let me just, you can just go to the beginning of the video, you see it. Okay, let me just go straight to the point, or let me see if I can. Okay, 1 radian, I told you guys that 1 radian is equal to 57.3 degree. Then I told you guys that 1 revolution is equals to 360 degree. So you guys that 2 pi radian is equals to 360 degree. Then if these two, if one revolution is equals to 360 degree and 2 pi radian is still also equals to 360 degree, that means that 1 revolution is still equals to what? 2 pi radian. Now, if you look at this question, what are we trying? They are telling us to convert from what? From revolution to what? To radian. Look at it. Now, if you look at this 4 conversion factor, what relates radian with revolution? To be the last one, look at it. The rest, this first one is relating radian with degree. Second one is relating revolution with degree. Third one is relating radian with degree as well. While fourth one is relating revolution with what? With radian. Okay, so it's very easy. So we need to convert this 1000 revolution to what? To radian. We will say, okay, if 1000 revolution, okay, we will say, okay, if 1 revolution is equals to what? 2 pi radian, then 1000 revolution will be equals to what? An hex radian. Now, don't forget about this 2 pi. Okay, don't forget about it. We will multiply 2 pi is 3.142. 2 times 3.142. Don't just leave it like this. But the associative questions and in which your answer will be since they tell us to convert to radian per seconds, we need to multiply this pi too. Okay, so let's continue. Now, 2 pi radian, 2 times pi is what? Pi is 3.142, right? So 2 times pi is 6.284. Okay, so everything will be radian. Okay, I hope you guys understand. We all know that 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi radian. Okay, but 2 pi is 2 times what? 3.142. So if you multiply this, we get this. Okay, so let's continue because there's no time. Okay, so 1 revolution is equals to 6.284 radian, 6 centimeters. Okay, so yes, for cross multiply, s times 1 will give us s. Then 1000 times 6.284. 1000 times 6.284 will give us 6284. 6284 radian. Okay, so 1000 revolution is the same thing as what? 6284 radian. Okay, then we have successfully converted from revolution to radian. Now we're back from minutes to seconds. We all know that one, right? We all know that 1 minute is 60 seconds as how many seconds? 60 seconds. Okay, so no need to solve. 1 minute is equals to what? 60 seconds. Okay, so we have successfully converted from minute to seconds and revolution to radian. What are we going to do next? We divide we'll divide both. Okay, so we'll divide everything. Okay, we'll divide everything. 6284 divide 60. Okay, 6284 radian divide 60 seconds. So let's divide everything. 6284 divide 60. We get to 104.73333. Okay, so 104.7333 rad per second. Okay, so please, this tells you that conversion pattern is very important. Okay, yeah, don't forget that RPM means revolution per minute. So everything here is very important. Okay, so this is how you can just know the conversion factor. Just know them. You can easily convert from one to another, even though they are even distant apart. You can convert as long as you just understand the basics. Okay, so yeah, we are good to go. We can also do the reverse. You can also convert from this rad per seconds back to what, to this revolution, and to this revolution per minute. You still get the same answer. So that is all about measurement and units, quantities, dimension and its application, as well as conversion factor. So our next class video will be vector quantities. Okay, so see you in the next class video.